Hi, I'm Christine McKay with Northridge Publishing, and today we have guest designer Janet Wilkins with us, and I am so excited because we are going to do our Make It Your Own challenge today. Now, I sent Janet a picture of a layout from our May issue of Scrapbook Trends, and I selected this layout because it was just one that just really stuck out to me, and so I was excited to see what you would come up with. So tell me a little bit about when I sent you the picture and I said, you know, just use this for inspiration and you can make anything you want. What were some things that kind of stood out to you?
Well, the main thing was the flowers with the houndstooth fabric.
Which, by the way, don't you just love the houndstooth?
I love it.
I do too. You know, I think I was getting so tired of the polka dot and the stripe and the damask, and so it's just this kind of this cool new pattern. I think it's going to become a staple.
I think so too. Yes, it's very cute.
And I love how you incorporated it into your project. So the flowers, the houndstooth.
The dress form that I brought today, with the
which I think is so adorable that you were able to kind of incorporate that.
Yeah, and then the iTop tool made the brads, the
covered brads. Yeah, and I love how you used the houndstooth on the covered brads. I think it looks so cool. So I wanted to just kind of ask you a little bit about, these flowers are absolutely gorgeous. And so I wanted you to kind of show us how to make those.
Okay, so you get your die cut machine and you cut your flowers out of your machine. And I did 3 different layers.
Okay.
You can see there. And then, so once you've cut them, then you make a mixture of Elmer's glue and water. And you could make it as thick as you want with the Elmer's glue. I added a little bit too much, so they're really stiff today.
Well, you know, one thing that I really like about it is it almost gives it like a paper-like texture. I mean, they kind of bend and they fold, just like paper would.
Right. And so once you've done that, you wring out the glue, and then you just set them out to dry.
And does it take very long for them to dry?
You can put them in the dryer, which I've done to speed up the process. But otherwise, you can leave them overnight, and they'll be dry in the morning. So once you've done that, then you just layer your flowers. And I usually do about 3 per size.
And it seems like with this, I mean, you don't have to be exactly precise. I mean, it just seems like the more layers, the better. And I noticed like over here, you actually added some other things as well.
And some tulle. You could add some tulle in there.
Okay.
So anyway, so you've got your layers there.
And then what is the next thing that you do?
So then what you'd want to do is punch a hole.
Okay. So
you'd punch a hole in the center, and then you can run your brad through it. You can put a button. There's lots of different options for the center.
And I love that this basic, process, of just the step of cutting it out, the Elmer's glue, letting it dry, punching a hole. So those basic steps, you can create all of these different things. This is an adorable headband that is on an elastic. You've got one that's kind of on this like harder headband that we're going to talk about in just a minute, because this is the project that you're going to show us how to finish. And then this little guy right here, I love, because it has a new backing piece on it from Imaginess. Tell me a little bit about that.
So you can wear it as a brooch because it has a pin on the back, or it has an alligator clip that you could wear in your hair. That's a really nice new thing they have from Imaginess.
Which is so cool, because you've made one flower, and yet your daughter could wear it in their hair, or you could just sport it on your jacket. So really fun. And then this down here is just absolutely adorable. Tell me a little bit about this project.
Okay, so this jar, I bought a candlestick and a jar and just spray painted it, and then I just thought it would be really cute with the flower on there. So it's endless. You can use the flowers for anything.
We were kind of talking about this off camera because I love the candlesticks, and I think I decided that they're kind of like the Legos for mommies, because you can put them togetgo into so many different things.
Right.
But honestly, it's the flower that makes that project just totally pop.
Right.
So let's go ahead and show the finishing touches on how to create this particular headband that's kind of the harder surface.
So these headbands are made by Imaginess.
Okay.
And this tool here is the iTop tool by Imaginess. And so what you do is once you've got your flowers layered, you just punch a hole, and then you can punch your flowers down into the hole.
Okay.
And then you make your brad with the iTopper, and then you just twist your brad onto the headband.
How fun and easy is that? And I mean, you could untwist it, switch out the flowers, different fabric, different outfits. I think that is the coolest project. So simple. Thank you so much for coming by and sharing that with us today. And I love how you took the project, and I can definitely see where the inspiration came from, but you truly made it your own.
Well, thank you.
So you passed. You passed the challenge. So for more inspiration for your next project, check out our latest issue of May, Scrapbook Trends magazine. It's in stores now, or better yet, you can go to northridgepublishing.com and get your very own subscription today.